Hey, you're tuned in to the Hustle Report by Profit Duel. Have you ever walked through an antique shop or maybe browsed a local flea market and spotted something truly unique? Maybe it was a vintage lamp, a forgotten piece of art, or even like a classic denim jacket. And in that moment, did a little thought cross your mind? Could I actually sell this for more than I bought it?
Yeah, that spark of curiosity, that exact moment of discovery,
Yeah.
that's really what we're diving into today. Our own articles and research reveal that turning those thrift finds into genuine treasure isn't just a fantasy.
Right, it's a legitimate thing people are doing.
Absolutely. And it's a highly creative side hustle, too. It lets you blend a passion for unique items with some savvy business strategy.
So, our mission for this deep dive is to really peel back the layers of reselling used or vintage goods. We'll uncover not just the basic mechanics, but the nuanced benefits that compel people to dive in.
And the challenges, too. Let's not forget those.
Definitely the challenges, plus the surprisingly diverse income potential, and maybe most importantly,
Huge. And you need a very precise grasp of strategic pricing. Think of it as a game of informed predictions. The more you know about an item's history, its current demand, its future potential, the better you can maximize your return on investment.
Yeah.
It's about spotting that hidden value others just walk past.
Okay, so beyond just the idea of making money, what are the real hooks? What makes people stick with this kind of side hustle? Our articles highlight several compelling benefits that go way beyond just making a quick buck. The first one, and maybe the most powerful, is the pure thrill of the treasure hunt itself.
Yes, that exhilarating rush of discovering a one-of-a-kind item. Maybe something of a fascinating history or just deep nostalgic value for someone.
It taps into something primal, doesn't it? That desire for discovery.
Absolutely. It's
Yeah.
not just finding an item. It feels like unearthing a piece of forgotten history sometimes.
Mhm.
And frankly, how many side hustles can promise you that level of genuine excitement with every new find?
Not many, I'd guess. And then there's the flexibility. That's a big one.
Huge. It truly offers unparalleled freedom and autonomy. You set your own schedule, work at your own pace.
Fit it around your life, your job, whatever else you have going on.
Exactly. You're the boss of your own time, which is, pretty appealing.
And speaking of appealing, what about getting started? The cost.
Ah, yes. The low startup costs. That's another major draw. You don't need a storefront or massive inventory or a huge marketing budget like a traditional retail business.
You could literally start with, what, 10, 20 bucks at a yard sale?
Pretty much. And transform that into your initial capital. The barrier to entry is almost non-existent compared to most entrepreneurial ventures. You can test the waters with minimal financial risk. That's a rare luxury in the business world.
Okay, so low cost, flexible hours, the thrill.
Hmm.
What else? There's a creative side too, right?
Definitely. It's a fantastic outlet for genuine creative expression. If you possess a unique style, a sharp eye for design, or a deep passion for a particular era, say mid-century modern furniture, or maybe 90s streetwear.
Yeah, something specific you love.
Right. This venture lets you curate a collection that reflects your unique taste. You're essentially building a brand around your personal aesthetic. And what's fascinating here is that the curation isn't just picking items. It's often about storytelling.
Storytelling, how so?
Well, each piece you find and present can tell its own tale. Its history, its style. It connects with buyers on a deeper, more emotional level than just buying something new. That's a powerful aspect of creative expression in business.
I like that. And of course, the bottom line, the income potential. This isn't just a hobby that pays for itself. Our data clearly shows this is a genuine opportunity to earn extra income, maybe even build a truly profitable side business.
If you hone your skills, yes, your sourcing, restoration, selling skills, that's where the profit in Profit Duel really comes into play.
Okay, but let's be real. It can't all be treasure hunts and easy money. Like any venture, the path to profit isn't without its potholes. What should someone be keenly aware of before diving in?
Good question. Our articles definitely lay out some potential drawbacks that are crucial to consider.
Like the time commitment.
Exactly. For starters, it can be deceptively time-consuming. It's way more than just buying and selling. You need to account for hours spent finding items, meticulously cleaning, maybe doing minor restorations.
Researching what it's worth.
Thorough research, yeah. Then creating compelling listings, good photos, detailed descriptions. That takes time. And finally, managing the packaging and shipping logistics. All those steps add up. They really compound.
That sounds like it could easily become a full-time job on the side.
It can. And beyond just the active time, what about the hidden costs? Like storage space.
Oh, yeah. Where do you put everything?
Right. If we connect this to the bigger picture, managing inventory space, especially for larger items like furniture, isn't just about finding a corner in your garage. It can lead to mental clutter, potential damage to items if they're crammed in, and it ties up your capital if things aren't moving quickly. That's a real pain point for many resellers.
Definitely a practical challenge. And then there are the market fluctuations you mentioned earlier.
hmm Trends in vintage or used goods can shift surprisingly fast. What's hot today might be completely cold next season. This directly impacts demand and pricing.
Can you give an example?
Sure, think about vintage denim. Maybe last year, acid wash jeans were flying off the digital shelves. A reseller invests heavily. But by spring, the trend pivots sharply to, say, raw selvage denim. Suddenly, that carefully curated stock of acid wash is sitting stagnant.
Ouch. So you're left holding the bag.
Potentially. It shows how quickly market tides can turn. Staying ahead of these shifts requires constant vigilance, research, adaptability.
And competition must be fierce too, right? For the really good stuff.
Oh, absolutely. If you're chasing those truly valuable high-margin finds, you are not alone. Our research shows you'll face stiff competition from other savvy resellers, dedicated collectors. Everyone's got a keen eye out for the same treasures. It's a race for unique inventory.
So it's not just about looking, it's about being smart, maybe even having connections.
Exactly. Some of the most successful resellers have developed specific scouting routines. They know exactly when new inventory drops at certain thrift stores. Or they build relationships with estate sale organizers to get a sneak peek. It's about outsmarting, not just outsearching, the competition sometimes.
And then, assuming you find something great, quality control. How important is that?
Crucial. Absolutely paramount for long-term credibility. Ensuring the authenticity and condition of items before resale. You just have to do it. You can't just pick something up and flip it without a thorough check. Your reputation, your reviews, your repeat business, it all depends on it.
Makes sense. You need that trust factor.
Completely. And, beyond just basic cleaning, top resellers often talk about the 15-minute value add.
The what?
15-minute value add.
Yeah.
Simple, often overlooked repairs or upgrades, polishing a brass lamp, replacing a missing button, even just finding the right prop for photos. Things that take minimal effort but can potentially increase an item's perceived value significantly, maybe 50, 100%. It's about knowing where that little bit of extra effort yields big returns.
That's a great tip. Okay, so let's talk numbers. The money side. What does all this mean for your wallet? Our data offers some intriguing insights, really highlighting the profit in profit duel. You might be surprised by the range here.
Yeah, the average hourly rate for reselling used or vintage goods can, of course, vary widely. It depends on so many factors.
Like item quality, rarity.
Demand, the selling platforms you choose. But what's fascinating here is the sheer spectrum of potential earnings, from folks just starting out to the seasoned pros.
So what kind of numbers are we talking?
According to the insights we've gathered, successful resellers can earn anywhere from, say, $20 an hour, maybe up to $100 plus per hour in some cases.
Wow, $100 plus an hour. That's significant.
It is. But it's not just luck. That's the key takeaway. Our findings show that top earners don't just stumble upon high-value items. They meticulously leverage niche markets.
They specialize.
They specialize, they employ sophisticated marketing strategies, they cultivate strong customer relationships, all that drives sales and profits consistently. They understand their specific market, know how to connect with the right buyers, and they're disciplined in their approach. It's strategy and consistent effort over pure chance.
Okay, I'm feeling inspired. Let's talk about how someone listening right now could actually get started. Our articles lay out a pretty clear, actionable path, right? Whether you're a seasoned thrifter or totally new to this.
Yeah, there are some key steps. The first, and maybe the most critical, is to identify your niche.
Don't try to sell everything.
Exactly. Choose a specific market or category. Vintage clothing, mid-century furniture, rare books, specific collectibles. Whatever aligns with your interests and your knowledge. This helps you become an expert in your area, makes sourcing easier, pricing more accurate.
So focus is key.
Foundational. And beyond just interest, research the actual market demand within that niche. Are there active communities? What are the hot subcategories right now? Like, did you know specific vintage Levi's washes from the 80s are seeing huge price surges on platforms like Depop? That kind of insight comes from deep niche diving.
Okay, niche identified. Then you need stuff to sell. Sorting inventory.
Right. Time to create your personal treasure map. Scout diverse locations, thrift stores, estate sales, yard sales, flea markets.
Online auctions, too.
Definitely. Online auctions, social media marketplaces, each venue has its own rhythm, its own type of finds. For online, you could even explore tools that help with arbitrage spotting price differences between sites.
Clever. So you find your items, then what? Just list them.
Hold on. You absolutely must clean and restore them first, or at least assess them thoroughly. Ensure items are clean, well-maintained, and accurately described before listing. It's not just hygiene. It's perceived value in building trust.
That 15-minute value add thing again?
Exactly. It can transform an item's appeal. Then, you need to choose your selling platforms.
Right. eBay, Etsy, Poshmark, there are lots. Does it matter which one?
It does. This isn't one size fits all. Each platform caters to slightly different audiences, item types, and crucially, has its own fees and listing algorithms. For instance, Etsy often prioritizes listings with specific tag combinations. eBay's algorithm heavily weighs seller performance. Mastering these nuances impacts your visibility.
So understanding the platform itself is part of the strategy.
A huge part. It can be the difference between items sitting for weeks versus selling in hours.
Okay, platform chosen, item ready, pricing. How do you figure that out?
Price strategically. Don't just guess. Research comparable items that have actually sold. Look at sold listings, not just active ones. Consider current market demand, the item's condition, then price competitively.
Not too high, not too low.
Precisely. Some successful resellers even use a kind of portfolio approach, like a 70-20-10 rule. 70% quick flips, 20% steady sellers, 10% high-value, long-tail investments. Diversification helps manage risk.
That's smart. And finally, customer service. Seems obvious, but
It's vital for long-term success. Communicate promptly. Package items securely, seriously. Good packaging matters. Address issues professionally, empathetically. This builds positive feedback, encourages repeat business, and fosters that loyal customer base. That's the cornerstone of any sustainable online business.
wow. Okay, so this deep dive really shows that reselling used or vintage goods, it's not just about clearing out your closet or finding a bargain, is it?
Not at all. It's an adventure. It offers incredible creative expression and, yes, significant profit potential for anyone with a discerning eye for those unique finds and timeless treasures.
It sounds like a lot of work, though.
It absolutely demands dedication, solid market research, and effective selling strategies, no doubt about it. But the rewards, transforming thrift store finds into valuable assets, building that loyal customer base. It can be genuinely fulfilling and lucrative. It's about continually honing your sourcing skills, maintaining those quality standards, really leveraging the online platforms, and consistently providing exceptional customer service.
So, wrapping up, what stands out to you about this? Maybe it's that thrill of the hunt we talked about, or the idea of turning your personal style, your eye, into actual income. Whatever it is, think about the unique treasures you might be overlooking right now in your own neighborhood online. What could you discover, bring new life to? And maybe, just maybe, turn into your next successful side business. What long-tail vintage gem could be waiting out there for you to unearth it? That's it for this episode. Thanks for listening, and we'll see you next time.